Welcome to Phoenix Trading. This is 22 May, and we are seeing the Nifty's weekly view. So last time, as we have seen that Nifty is in tight range. So say Nifty is falling. It's falling since last 6 weeks, I guess, right? And first time Nifty had closed above its previous week open, closed everything, right? Closed. So this is something positive for investors because the way market is correcting, and it's not about only Nifty, right? Mid cap and small caps correct more actually than Nifty 50 stocks, and the stocks like heavyweights like SDFC and other like IT stocks, they are corrected more than the index itself. So yes, investors are facing hard time, and the second thing is the turbulence in the market, right? It's very much high. Like every day, it is a gap down or a gap up of 100 point, 200 points. So the daily traders also facing a very high risk in this market. So my advice is just don't trade right now. Okay? Just avoid this phase because it is really necessary to for some time to stay away from the market. And second thing is the time frame. Okay, if I converted this weekly Nifty time frame into daily time frame, you will suddenly find a lot of indefined structures. Like, see, look at this gap down, huge gap down, like again huge gap down, again a positive, and again a heavy down, and again a gap up, right? So it is not good for the traders who are doing positional trading in index because you can't predict what will happen next day. And for that, you need to do hedging, and hedging also sometimes ended in loss. It won't give you profit, it just gives you a less loss. But loss is entirely loss at the end of the day. You just can control. And the trader who are doing in cash, uh, my advice is just don't wind up your cash position. Yes, there are stocks which hit their stop losses. Then it's entirely your strategy, what strategy you are working on. Like my strategy is swing trading. So I do take few stop losses or I reduce my quantity while entering into the trade. I just invest 3% of my capital per trade. So if that trade goes entirely zero, then also it won't hurt me or affect me, right? So yes, and I do trade in a good stock. Good stocks only I refer to my clients also. So this phase doesn't actually affect me a lot. But the traders who are doing intraday and index trading, they should avoid this phase. Now let's look at the demand zone of the Nifty. So again, I will go to Nifty chart. So here we can see there are multiple supports for the Nifty right now, and those are the heavy supports, right? Till from 6,000 to 15,000. This 1,000 point gap is very heavy support for Nifty because last year in May, Nifty is at the same level, and this May also it is on the same level, right? So entirely 1 year has passed now, and Nifty is standing on the same position. So this will act as a heavy demand zone for a Nifty. And if 15,000 get removed, then we can see a heavy downfall till 13,600, right? So for me, uh, this almost not 1,000, this is 700 point zone, 7 to 500 point zone will be the very crucial zone for me. It will act as a support for Nifty for a while, as per my view. And this blue line you are seeing is a weekly 200-day moving average. It's a weekly average, not a daily average. It's a weekly 200-day moving average, and market is clearly trading below it. Okay, it is showing itself some negative indication that all rises are get sold. It will get sell at some point. So you need to be aware that your trade should be very small and your risk reward should be at good point. You can't enter like a random like you are doing in this bull trade. Okay, you have to be very strict with your stop losses and your target. So the first resistance, if Nifty starts rising from here, the first resistance it will face is around 17,000. So 17,000 will be my very big resistance. Nifty definitely will face resistance here, and it will again start coming down. So for me, the market will trade between this zone now, 16,000 to 17,000 in next few weeks. Okay, I won't see any quick downside right now in the market because of this heavy demand zone. So Nifty will spend some time around this zone. Okay, and if it unable to cross this 17,000 mark, then we can see definitely breaching of this level. Okay, so if you get a chance to book your profits on this rise, then you should definitely do. Okay, because the next price action formation it will take time. So Nifty's this consolidation phase will not end very near soon. I won't feel that it will get end soon. So you will face definitely turbulence, and you need to be very stock specific in this phase. So this is a Nifty view, and now we will see some sectors, what sectors are doing, because ultimately sector will contribute to Nifty's growth, right? Nifty's up and down percentage are totally depends on the sectors, which sectors are performing. And as a swing trader, we should focus on this sector than the index. Uh, this is my personal choice that I generally refer sectors than the index. So let's see the sectors one by one. First is the metal sector. So metal sector has clearly broke down last to last week with a good bearish candle, and it has broke the 200-day moving average, which is acting as a support for few weeks here and here, and now it has get removed. And again, that average is acting as a resistance now. Okay, it's a breakdown and is retesting. So if this low get removed anytime in this week, then we can definitely see a big fall in the metal stock. So you need to be very aware of the metal sector stock if it has in if it is on your portfolio, right? So this zone is very much important for Nifty metal. So kindly focus on this zone, because this zone is acting as a support for many weeks since last year. Nifty metal is like in a consolidation phase. So it's a very long time actually. Nifty metal is into this zone, right? We have seen some breakout here, but it gets sold off, and again now Nifty is consolidating to its weekly 200-day moving average. So kindly aware of this stock, because Nifty metal has rise a lot in last 2 years. So it's time for this time consolidation as well as price time correction as well as price correction. So if this candle's low get removed, then we can see a nice fall in the metal stock till I guess this section. Okay. So focus on this level. Next is pharma. Pharma also clearly same structure. It get breakdown and retesting, and again it is trading below its 200 weekly moving average. Right. So it clearly indicates that pharma also is into negative trend right now. So don't create buy position in pharma stock. I don't prefer trading in pharma right now. No swing trade from me in the pharma stock. IT stocks clearly in the downtrend. But only thing I am observing here that since last many weeks it is a clear downfall. So for this week or the next 2 weeks, we might see some IT corrections or IT hold. IT stock will not fall for this week maybe, and because this thing is a big demand zone for IT sector, right? This zone is previously its resistance, and now it is acting as a support now. So I think Nifty IT will halt at this point for a while, and then we will check the next price action. If it is getting again selling off, then we can see a further more correction in the IT stock. But for a while, for this week, I don't think so. There is many uh, downside, like more downside for IT sector. Then the FMCG. FMCG is really a good, strong position thanks to the ITC. Okay, it has gained its 200-day moving average few weeks ago, and again consolidation. And this pattern, actually, I really like this pattern. If you see this bullish candle in between all the candles, then we can see a rejection candle here, and again bullish candle. This is a box structure. I really like this structure, and if this all highs get removed, okay, then we can see a good breakout, and just watch for FMCG stocks. You will find a good swing trade into FMCG, because if I change this into a daily time frame, it, then I can see a head and shoulder pattern, clear head and shoulder pattern. I will show you this thing. Yeah. So this is the left shoulder, right shoulder. Yeah. And we are just waiting for a breakout now. Okay. So if this pattern activated, okay, if we get a weekly closing above this pattern, then next target is clearly the all-time high of FMCG, right? This is the all-time high of FMCG, then we will definitely move towards this target. So ITC, Hindustan Unilever, Dabur, okay. So these are the good stocks you can marry for. You can watch on these stocks, you will find a good swing trade into FMCG sector. So for me, in this week, FMCG looking good. IT FMCG is looking good for me. Then we will move to small cap index. Small cap index also clearly in the downtrend. Actually, it has breached its previous swing lows here, and it is taking support of this major swing low support. So for me, 8,000 is a major support. If it gets removed, then again we will see a major sell off in all small cap sector. So before going long in the small sector, I need to be sure that weekly closing is above this zone. Like previous support get removed and it is retesting now. So for the upside, we need to close above this zone, right? Then only we can see a further upside. But right now it is standing on its previous support and it is acting as a resistance. We'll draw a rectangle here. This is it. So I need a weekly closing above this zone. This is a crucial zone right now, and Nifty small cap index is inside this zone. So I need a weekly closing above this zone. Then only I can think about the small cap stock. So currently, no trading zone for small cap. Then auto, yes, auto also looking good. I have recommended one stock, that is Apollo Tire. I will show you that chart also. So there are many good stocks in auto also forming a good swing trade structure. So yes, for me, auto sector also a good, because if I draw a trend line from here, if I draw a trend line from here, it's a clear breakout of trend line, right? First it try to break here, then again rejected, break here, again rejected. Now it's close above its trend line. So apart from FMCG, IT, now I can think about auto stocks also, right? And I think there is a news of the petrol price also get reduced, right, yesterday. So investors also feel good for some days, for some weeks, and might auto sales get rise in this month. So we will see a nice movement, a nice like a 5, 6, 10% swing trades in the auto stock. So you can study your auto stocks also for swing trades, right? Then PSC sector, again, same clear downtrending. Okay, they are trading below its 200 weekly moving average. So kindly avoid for a while. I need a monthly closing up or a weekly closing about this. Then only I will think about PSC sector. Then mid cap sector, I won't approach right now to mid cap, as it is again trading below its weekly 200-day moving average here. So it needs to be regained. So, but the good thing is it's kind of a double down, double. not double top, double bottom kind of formation. I can see here. So if this low get secured, get hold, then we can see a definitely a good upside in the Nifty mid cap 150. So right now, I will just watch this price action. I will not enter into mid cap, right? I will be more sector specific than the index. Okay, I can't trust blindly the index and go for a trade. So the is next is PSU Bank, same price action. Okay, 200-day fall, and it is now retesting its 200-day weekly. So stay away from the PSU banks also. We have to be close above this. We have to close above this zone. Okay, maybe the last week close. We need a close above this last week's candle. Like this candle, if it appears, then I will start looking out for a PSU bank. Till then, I will avoid this. Energy sector is taking support of this is previous uh, resistance. So energy stocks also I will prefer to trade because my stop loss is very low and it is trading about 200-day weekly average. So yes, for me, energy sector also I can consider. So yes, that's it. India Weeks is trading in the range, so it's not a concern for a while. Let's see. USD INR is the concern. Yes, as I said last time, I don't want that it breaks again this pattern and we will see a downfall in the Indian equity. And it happened. Okay, this pattern gets corrected from here and again it gives breakout. So from there, it hit the all-time high, right? So it's okay. Then we can only hope that USD INR will again cool down. It will get reduced for a week to find a good trades in Indian equity, right? So let's see now. So yes, that's it. That those are the uh, index and sector analysis for this week. If you have any query, any doubt in the swing trades, you can definitely message me. I will put my mobile number here in the YouTube description. So that's it for the day. Thank you.